Jaguars in Hancock-Whitney Stadium, and we have been fired up about this match all week. Today, a couple of Sun Belt rivals ready to square off. As we'll see, the Georgia Southern Eagles taking on the winners of 3 straight, the South Alabama Jaguars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Jaguars will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Eagles offense will have the first possession of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
They'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And they're starting to bring some noise here on this early 3rd and 10. Wants to go up top. Tackle is made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. So South Alabama's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Punts it out of the air. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's cheap. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got
fires toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
On the run, it's Johns. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They want to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Foster. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. They're going to ride this running back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Foster. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the 1st down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, this offense didn't get off to the start they wanted, going 3 and out of the gate. But on the 2nd drive, they're doing much better. They're finding a rhythm, and I think a big part of that is establishing the running game. And really nice job on that last one, picking up the 1st down.
Drives into the defense, and they get him down after a pickup of 3 to the 16. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Let's go. Ready, go. Going to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here on 3rd down, will they go back to the running game? Here we go. Set. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Milner. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Miami is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Vinny Testaverde and Gino Torretta in the pantheon of greats to play at the U. They're trailing by just 4 to Stanford. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking downfield on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
This quarterback feels like he's spiraling a little bit right now. Of course, he threw the pick on the last drive. That last throw should have been picked off. Thanks to the defender dropping it, the offense is still on the field. And if you're this quarterback, you've got to settle yourself down. You better do it quickly.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. He's got his man. And he was knocked down. Immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Jaguars will call on their punt team. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. He might want another play. Toss to the outside. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative.
Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the 1st quarter. We've reached the end of the period. Georgia Southern is on top. And we've come to the end of the 1st as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. Looking to fire. He'll throw it. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a 1st down.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Eagles! Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
14, South Alabama, 0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Rides the back on the option, the give. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Jaguars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They feed him again. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The pull and throw off the RPO.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky.
3rd down coming up.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got the back in the middle. He's going to be a little short. It'll be 4th down from the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Jaguars will come to the line to convert on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Creates a little room. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. The Jaguars are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun to give, looking for room. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. He caught it. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
Wants to go up top. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, South Alabama. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off play action. Under fire. Finds space on the right. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Man, these tight ends are such matchup nightmares. They can run so many different routes. And how about you throw in the corner route where you can throw it up to the big fella, where you've worked on your timing, you've moved him all over the field and had success. Great throw, great catch.
They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Runs through the tackle.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Using his legs, it's Meyer. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Caught, close to the marker, it's Weir. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, 1st down. They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Jaguars! He would not be denied. How about that running back lumbering his way and getting into the end zone?
Way to find the end zone. You might not necessarily be known for long runs and your fast speed, but all you got to do is get it done. Have the agility, have the awareness, score the touchdown.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Foster. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
And the Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Eagles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Hand off to the lone back. And he'll finish the a run in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Southern.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
Georgia Southern, 21. South Alabama, 14.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Gets it to him on the screen. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. To the air on first down. Hauls it in. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the Jaguars will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Rides to back and leaves it. Fighting off the defender. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The Jaguars, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, South Alabama. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Leaves it with the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll run play action. Pressure coming. He's going for it all. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense. You're late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the half. update. Second half all teed up, and Georgia Southern will start it with the kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The Jaguars in a good spot here with second and short. Gives it on the option. Breaks a tackle. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The give to the tailback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Jaguars are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll keep it on the sneak. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. The Jaguars line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. And the Eagles buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Leaves it with the running back. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Here's the handoff. Turning it on! And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll move the tight end. The play action fake. Got his man quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. Somebody catch it, big fella.
Caught in the backfield, it's Duff. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And defensively, man, you just want to get to 4th down, right? Give yourself an opportunity. And even though it was 4th and 1, try to get the stop, especially this part of the field where they could come away with points and kick a field goal, or they could come away with a touchdown. Man, I want to get this stop and get off the field, but the offense executed. Defense just missed out.
Pickup of 2. Brings up second down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Trying to set up the screen. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. The give to the back. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Eagles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. It'll be a draw. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Eagles! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now.
And they pay off the drive with a touchdown run, but what a drive. Almost the full length of the field, 98 yards. That's how you put a drive together when you're backed up on your own 2-yard line and get 6.
21.
Looking for blockers. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. There's the pressure. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Pocket breaking down. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The Jaguars will bring the punt team onto the field. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Looking for space. It's Sowell. And he makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
Good enough.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Eagles can really attack on this second and short. Running back searching for a hole. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. To the ground with the back. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. Snowed under by the defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Eagles come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Looking to throw on third. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
Oh, the attempt is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Gives it on the option. There he goes. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lining up from the 34 on first down. He leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Jaguars want to crank the tempo.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Unloads quickly. Hard running there. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run. Now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter. Georgia Southern has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Georgia Southern.
First down here for the offense. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He's looking to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got it in the middle. It's Humphreys. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Jaguars will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. Gonna run it. It's Sowell. Punches ahead. They'll give him a yard to the 13.
And this is a pressing time for this defense. They've got to understand it. They're backed up a little bit. They're going to run the football. They don't want to make a mistake. So I think this is the time I'm a little bit more aggressive. I got to get this football back to my offense because I'm trailing. So I look for this defense to get a little bit aggressive.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play. So there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
Now on first down from the 28. Wants to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Pulls it in. It's Crawford.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And the Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Milner. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get into those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Makes the catch. It's Foster. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And that was the biggest play of the game. They've got the lead offensively. They're trying to run this thing out. He coughs it up. The defense jumps on it, and all of a sudden, this game has a different feel.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Makes the grab. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Big try for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Caught in the backfield. It's Cheek. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set. First down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Weir. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th, and the stage will be set for a great finish. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up. Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
And I think it's go time now at this point of the game if you're on offense, because you need a touchdown. You have this golden opportunity down close to the goal line. Who is a playmaker you can identify offensively that you know can win one-on-one to get you the score?
And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. The Eagles are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some... Oh, he's got some space. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get Pats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have two hands on it this drive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Eagles come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Foster. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Eagles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Right back to the well.
So this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Now facing a 3rd and long. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. After the stumble